you are an amazing teacher because in your class, so many of the talented people were in the class were talking about how much they grew under you and how you made them feel safe. And the people who weren't so good, probably how you were feeling in the beginning.
Yes.
I saw the way you cared for them. You never criticized. You always just said, that's good. Let's try it another way. Or you just played with them where they felt like they were just hanging out with you. And that was one of the things that really impressed me about you. And I started saying, you got to go to Paul's class because it was so safe. So maybe you became that way because you felt like the underdog in the beginning.
Maybe. It's just my intuitive way that if somebody's going to take my class, and, you know, I call it our class as opposed to my class, I owe something to them.
But a lot of teachers are very critical and arrogant.
Yeah.
I went to Stella Adler's class, for example, and I was so excited. I got into Stella Adler's class, the Stella Adler. You know, you read about her. I'm sitting in the classroom, and I'm like, wow. And the first person goes up, and it's a blonde woman. And before she could get 3 or 4 words out, oh, stop that, stop that. Oh, what are you doing? How did you get in my class? Okay, who got her in, you know? I'm like, oh, my God. And she's standing there, okay, try this. Then she does it. She goes, get off. You don't even deserve to be on my stage. The next person tore them apart. Next person. And I went, there's no way I'm getting on that stage. And I never did. And some of the men that got up, she was very comfortable with and liked them.
Love the guys.
Love the guys. But the women, especially blonde women, forget it. They sucked regardless of what they did. So going to your class and a few other people, you were always the nicest. You're like, God, this is like a workshop with your friends, but someone who really knew what they were doing.
Well, you're dealing with somebody's artistic substance.
Yes.
They want to have it greased. They want to have it nurtured.
Yes.
And I had a girl who was in my comedy workshop for a year and a half, and so shy, painfully shy. And then after a year and a half, she created like 4 or 5 characters. She blossomed. So the timing thing, you don't know. It's always different. Speaking of Stella Adler, somebody I knew arranged for me to have a meeting with her, a social meeting.
Okay.
And she was staying in the Hollywood Hills, and she came down a staircase from upstairs, like Sunset Boulevard. The hair was blonde, it was up, it was the suit, the whole thing. And she made a big entrance, and she sat on the couch, and she said, tell me all about yourself. Do you know, she was flirtatious.
Wow. I did not meet that Stella Adler.
We had because I watched her class, and I saw how she tore people apart.
Your experience.
Yeah. But when I met her, she was it was a meeting I'll never forget.
A remarkable woman.
Remarkable.
When she was on, her insights were insane. It was just like, whoa. I was just like this the whole time taking notes.
Yeah, I remember with one girl in class, she said, she shouted from the back of the theater, darling, you must never come to the theater ever again. Do you know what I mean? It was like...
No bullshit, just...
Yeah, dissecting her. I had the good pleasure to interview Lee Strasberg. And that was a treat because so many great people have worked with him.
Yes, I met his wife, never him.
Anna.
Yes.
So here was this man in his elder years, and he opened up when I talked about Marilyn. Mm. He was in love with Marilyn. Tears in his eyes talking about Marilyn. And he said, oh, Marilyn was... you can't describe. Do you know what I mean? He just was in love with her. So it happens. It happens. But a lot of, I love great acting. When the award season comes up and the Academy Awards season, and I have to see everything because it's the best acting going. And you watch phenomenal actors and I'm in heaven.